You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. So most of the time these things are just, yeah, like old Android things that they like refurbished to a game system. Oh yeah, that's the reason they said like a wire connection, because there is a USB connection. So it is very positive because some of these dongles don't even have a USB connection, and they are like basically the controls are, yeah, reconnected with the receiver inside. And the problem with that is that if this controller break or the controls are like freaking awful, you have an issue. Absolutely. So this is what you're going to get. This is where we got like a fatty stick. Yeah, there's nothing really special about this. We're going to do a teardown later on. The controllers, yeah, so what about it? So the controllers are the okay quality. This is more like the quality 7 out of 10. So the feel itself is absolutely nothing like an original PlayStation 2 controller. Oh, and not to forget the smell test. They don't smell chemical at all, so that's a very positive thing. On and off switch at the bottom. Here we're going to get indication. This one does indicate player 1 or player 2. That is quite convenient. Shoulder buttons feel okay. And then we're going to get the option for 2 batteries, AAA in the inside, giving a couple of hours of playtime. So what we're going to get more, we're going to get ourselves like an HDMI extender. And the reason why, because the fatty sticks don't always fit in your monitor or your monitor. Yeah, your monitor or your television. But I'm guessing you're also going to get an HDMI cable, so this is very convenient, and this is something you don't get every single time. So here we're going to get another controller. There it is, that toilet paper manual like always, that will explain how everything works. So let's see if it's in English. Yep, it is. So this is basically like a quick explanation, and just to see what you're going to get. Oh, and we're going to get a warranty card. You're right, warranty. Okay, then we're going to get the micro USB cable, and there is nothing else in the inside. Whoa! But in today's video it's very convenient because my fatty stick fits in perfectly in my HDMI port. But again, if you have an issue, you need an HDMI cable with, of course, the extension. That way basically, the purpose of a stick is completely gone, but okay. And for the USB power, there is no USB connection on my monitor, so I have no way to give this thing some use, so I will use a separate 5-volt phone charger. Okay, so when the system has been booted up, it will only take like a couple of seconds. This is the menu, this thing called the U-Box 4K. So the first list is just one gigantic list, like it's one big pile, like the stuff that we've seen before back in the day when the Pandora's boxes. Pressing the R1 button, here you can see like what kind of platform, they call it classes. Moving MAME, Famicom, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Mega Drive, Super Famicom, PlayStation 1 and Atari. That's it, like there's nothing else you can play with this. Then we're going to get the favorite list, history, disc, and with disc, I'm just going to be honest, this makes no sense to me. Like this is basically the same list, only you can just mess around, I'm guessing, with files. Then we're going to get find, so let's say we're going to search Mortal Kombat like always. Let's see if this is even on this. No, there's no Mortal Kombat on this, so that is not really convenient. But let's say we're going to search for M. Let's go to the list over here, but there is no way of finding out like which platform it is. Yeah, we know like Metal Slug, some of the games will be arcade, but there is no indication whatsoever. Then we're going to get the settings. The settings is quite interesting. We didn't see this before because I know this menu, I have seen this menu before with different products. So the language here, we're having different languages, Espanol, Portuguese, English, and then we're going to get ourselves different tunes. Oh, just mute it please. And of course we're having here the software version. It also has a date when it was updated. But this is version number 1. And later on, maybe when you're going to get later on when you find this product with a different brand, we're going to get different versions. But that's it. And yeah, if you want to, I think if you're pressing R2, you can make a favorite list this way. It's quite convenient. Let's go to the favorite, and here you can find all your favorite games. You can also, again, remove those. So it's quite interesting. It's not really, let's say, fancy when it comes to the menu, but it works. Okay, so when pressing start and select, there is a little bit of a bummer with this stick. The only thing we can do is quick load, quick save, quit game, restart and resume. There is no way of changing the aspect ratio, something I have seen before many times with other HDMI 4K game sticks. Alright, so let's start with the first game. Sadly, everything will be stretched out to the maximum level. Okay, so let's see if we can do some moves. Yep, the D-pad itself works very well. Alright. I must say like the D-pad is quite sturdy, so it's quite difficult to get your moves out. Okay, let's try the analog stick. Okay, so next up let's try an NES game, but I already hear some stuttering, so that doesn't sound great. Oof. I get this feeling that the game doesn't run like it should be. There are no turbo buttons, by the way, so you only have the A, B button with this game. Yeah, the emulation itself of the NES part is not great. Oh boy, this looks horrible. Completely stretched to the maximum level. But yeah, nevertheless it seems to be working just fine. Alright, so next up let's try GBA. I'm very curious if there is sound delay. Nope, not at all. Okay, so seems to be working. So because this is quite also an issue with these bloody things, that they're messing up the audio. But it looks freaking hideous when it's stretched out to the maximum level. Ugh. Okay, so next up let's try a Super NES part. I just wanted to see how it works out. Because Super NES also on platform, they always seem to be messing up. And again, I find it quite a little bit of a bummer about the aspect ratio. That would be so much better. But so far so good. But by the way, this Desert Strike, I really love this game. I've played it so much as a child. And the other thing I like about it is like the series in general. Like Soviet Strike and Nuclear Strike are really cool. But yeah, this seems to be working just fine. Get to the chopper! Get to it now! Yeah! I am the chopper master. You can't hit me, baby. Ta 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 ta. You'll miss me again. Alright, so next up, let's see if they met all the buttons correctly and how will this run. I did hear some minor hiccups here and there with booting up the game. Quite concerning. But you can see like the game seems to be running mostly fine. Ow. Ooh. Nasty. Ugh, indeed. Ugh. Stamp on the ground. Oh yeah. Nope. Cheesy win, but I don't care. Yeah. He's going to shoot a knife. Oh, no he isn't. Yeah. Wow. So basically with this version, they removed the freaking sound effects. Oh damn, that goes my perfect. Wow, this is a really bad version in general. Yeah, this version really sucks. Okay, so let's do a quick teardown just to see what is inside. So what kind of SD are we going to get actually with this? It's a 64 gigabytes, so it's quite a big one. And I can tell you already this thing was not filled up. By the way, this thing is getting really hot. So that's always the problem with these freaking devices, that there is no cooling. And sometimes they're not even passive cooled. They're just like a PCB in a casing. Let's see if we can find an opening over here. I can see like here from the SD part there is an opening. But the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do that off camera, because otherwise it will take me forever. Alright, and I've been messing around just to be very gentle to open it up, because we don't want to destroy the casing. And if we do, that would be a bummer. But yeah. So that's the only thing that holds back. There are no screws whatsoever. Alright. Yep, there it is. Plastic shell number 1. Ooh, plastic shell number 2, but this is surprising. So there are no basically ventilation holes in this one, even there are like something like this that indicate there isn't a ventilation hole, but there isn't. But they did something very nice for adding this piece of metal with some thermal paste over here for giving it some slightly better cooling. Okay, so what are we going to get with the chip itself? So this is the RAM chip, the Samsung RAM chip. But then we're going to find over here, the 4K01, the 2117. I did look it up and there is nothing to say about this. It says here like 2021, so maybe there's a special made chip for this. It's very hard to give it a good view here on the camera. But overall, like in the end, there's nothing much to see. And I'm guessing they made this. Like this is not like an old Android stick that I said in the beginning of this video. So absolutely I had a brain fart there. 2021-03-21, so this is version 3.1, the firmware version was 1.0. But this is what you're going to get in the inside, nothing much. So let's put it back together and let's talk about the final conclusion or my final thoughts. Alright guys, so what do I think of this Game Stick or U-Stick 4K? So take consideration this thing, man, if it outputs 1080p it would be like fantastic. But take consideration these things like, the thing what I wanted to say with the 4K is 4K support. So if you're having a 4K television, you can plug it in. Take consideration these fatty sticks. It is highly possible will cover up a part of your other port. So it's not super convenient. Yeah, I do like the cooling about it. The configuration when it comes to the menu and everything, it's a little bit bummer. No aspect ratio, so I'm missing out a lot of features I've seen with different sticks. The emulation performance, it's mixed. It's just a mixed bag, especially when you're looking NES, PlayStation. It's not the best I have seen. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I will see you in the next video.